When it comes to getting fitted for your golf clubs, we are with our beginner today on Jimmy's journey, and getting fitted for your first golf club is always a good day. But for me, I'm going to say that 95% of you are going to disagree with the club we are getting fitted today. I believe this is the most important club you can get fitted for, you should get fitted for, and I'd probably say at least 75% of you never have. Today we're at the fantastic Normanton Golf Club. We're at the PXG fitting hub here, and we're with Kobe, and we're going to get fitted for a PXG putter. And guys, if you're new to the channel, then welcome to this YouTube channel. If you want to join us on that journey now to 100,000, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. So yes, today we are talking putters, but down the line we will be talking driver fittings, we will be talking iron fittings, and we will be talking how you can potentially get your scores down. But let's hand over to Kobe and Jimmy now, and let's see what Jimmy ends up with.
And obviously you've come today for a putter fitting.
Yep.
A few questions to start us off before we start hitting a few putts. Just wanting a little bit of feedback on, guess where you're currently at. I know you're obviously new to the game, aren't you?
Yeah.
Very much feel like you're in that beginner category and just getting going with your golf. But when you do get onto the golf course, is there anything that you kind of feel that doesn't work with your putting? Is it potentially distance control, short misses?
Distance control is a big one.
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to, I'd say more overhit than underhit at the minute.
Okay, yeah.
Potentially,
A little bit distance control. And how do you feel them sort of closer putts? Do you feel fairly confident with those, or?
No, because they're the ones that get me nervous. Walking up to a ball and thinking no golfer should be missing this.
Yeah.
And then either not taking enough time and just overthinking it and just getting up to it and going, oh God, I've missed that one and all now.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, I need to start taking my time a bit more when it comes to putting, I think.
Okay, exactly. I think the thing is for me, putting, it's like the rest of the golf game, I guess, it's very much a confidence-led thing.
Yeah.
I think them close putts, they are a little bit frustrating at times because you get nice and close to the hole and you think, oh, I've got a great opportunity. But then it kind of can play a little bit of mind games.
Exactly.
And then mind games can obviously, unfortunately, get you to sort of miss the ones that really should be an easier task than a more difficult one. If you want to follow me this way, I'll kind of show you what's on offer here at PXG. So what I've laid out for you here, Jimmy, is a variety of putters. I mean, you'll see here at PXG we've got absolutely loads of choice. So at the bottom of the table here, I've got all of our zero torque putters. So you'll see the Bat Attack Zero Torque here. We've got the Allen putters in this double black finish as well now, which is really cool, really smart. We've also got the Hellcat, which is a really good value for money offering. So if you want to have a little dabble with zero torque and I suppose not pay a premium price that you may be seeing other zero torque models, the Hellcat is definitely a really good place to start. Next to the Hellcat, we've got the brand new Torpedo putter. So this has only been launched in the last couple of weeks. I know what you'll be thinking. It looks incredible.
It is. Does it stack up to Donny Series 6? That's what we need to find out.
Might do just, yeah. Might do just, but we'll certainly give this a roll today.
Yep.
You'll notice on my fitter model with this particular putter, there's a little sort of screw in the heel section here.
Yeah, I did just notice that.
And this is, it won't come as your putter would do when it arrives in your bag, but it's purely there for fitting, so I can change the hosel.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
So you can see this one here is a bit of like a slant neck. It actually allows a little bit more face rotation during the stroke. But above me here, I actually have all the different shafts that are available and obviously hosel placement. So we've got the plumber's neck, for example, double bend here, and really all the adjustments we can make on the hosel affect the club face, how it rotates through impact, and we can just really dial in something that suits you. You'll see all the models here above. They can all kind of fit any shaft, so we can have a little toy around with a variety of things, whether it's hosel or even we've got the adjustment on length here as well, so we can really kind of tailor it to you. An important one, not that it's really important I guess for you particularly, but we do offer all of our heads in left hand. So you'll see here zero torque left hand in the Hellcat, in the Bat Attack and in the Allen. All the Battle Ready 2 options here we have in, I mean you see like the Torpedo in left hand as well, so the hosel placements on the opposing side. For you today, although this seems like quite a lot of choice, we'll really hone in on what you enjoy the look of, the feel of, and what performs ultimately. So what I've got behind us here It's a few little stations. So you'll see my TrackMan down in the corner there. So that's going to give us a little bit of data on what your putter's doing.
Okay.
So we'll start off with your own putter, see kind of what data it's giving us. It'll tell us a few things like how well it rolls, how well you line it up, and ultimately how efficient you're going to be with the putter in your hand. From the TrackMan, we've then got a couple of little exercises down here. So you'll see 3 tees quite close to the hole. That's just testing them pressure putts that we mentioned earlier. And to the right hand side, we've got a long one for your distance control.
Yes.
So the idea from any PHG fitting when we come to putter is a little bit of data and a little bit of performance. That'll just give you the best ammunition when you get onto the golf course.
Do you know, it'd be nice to see, because like I said, puttings, it's something I've tried to work on recently, and it has got, believe it or not, a lot better.
Good.
A lot better. So I'm seeing slow improvements, but it'd be nice to actually see and be told what I'm doing. Not that Chris don't do that often enough anyway, but to, from an expert, be told what I'm doing wrong and where I need to be.
Exactly. I think sometimes with like the TrackMan, when you get data behind it, it sometimes doesn't tell us something that you don't already know. It just affirms it. So if you struggle with a distance, like say you maybe go a little bit long, that'll tell us maybe the ball speed and how fast it is going. And even club face, like you might think actually during the session, oh, I've missed that right again. I do find I do that, or whatever it may be. Again, the data, it just confirms them feelings that you do have. My job, I guess, from a fitter is to give you a putter that reduces them poor putts. I think all good equipment, whether it's from the putter or into irons and woods, it should work for you and not against you. That's the key here, really. But if you just do, Jimmy, for us, whatever you would normally do with your current putter.
Into that cup you just took flag out of?
Yes, exactly that one there, Whatever you would normally do, whatever feels comfortable. And then just give it your best stroke that you can. Pretty good putt. Bang on the line, just a little bit shy, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite far short.
Better pace that one, just a little bit down the right hand side, wasn't it?
Yeah. So somewhere in between them two would be half decent, wouldn't it?
Okay, not a bad little putt. I would say, obviously, them first 3 putts hit pretty good. I mean, I would like to think you're going to 2-putt all of them, which
it'd be nice.
From this distance is a good outcome. That's all we're trying to do, I think, is, you know what I mean? But I think one thing I'd definitely comment on is there's a bit of variety of where the miss is here.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. So what is quite clever on here, and I'll show you this data on here now. Obviously, TrackMan picks up what the face angle's doing. So you see this launch direction number here. So you see the first putt was 1.3 degree, then you left it open at 4 degree, and then it was 2.3 degrees. So it's kind of fluctuating a little bit.
Yeah.
What we're kind of looking for here is obviously the closer to 0, the better, because
Yep.
we're going to present it nice and square. You'll speak to, well, both Chris and any PGA Pro will kind of very much demonstrate with putting, especially when it comes to hurling putts and starting the ball on its line. Club face is critical.
Yeah.
It influences the start line of each putt a massive amount. So for me, when you look at launch direction, obviously getting to 0 or close 0 is better, but the thing is it's consistency of it.
Yeah.
If you were to be, say, 0.5 degree open or closed, it's pretty close to 0, but we want to try and hit that figure over and over, just so you know that the ball's going to start on your intended line. But you can see straight away it has fluctuated a little bit. What I'm going to do, let's move over to that longer putt, just see what your distance control's like, and then we'll try the short one from there. So once again, Forge, do whatever you would normally do. If this was a putt that you was to experience on the golf course, however you wish to read it.
That's another thing as well. I'm not going to say I know how to read a green at all.
No, that's it.
At all.
I think the thing is for me is, like you mentioned, when you start your golf journey, green reading is something that definitely improves the more that you play.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think when you play a variety of courses, and especially when you play the course of your more regular play, you will start figuring out the breaks and the greens. The key for me is that when you do know the break and when you do learn how the putt's going to swing, you want a putter that you know can start on the line you intend to.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the key, because that will come in time.
Yeah, and to get a bit of consistency with it.
Yes, exactly that. that kind of feels exactly as mentioned then. Just too much speed to it.
Yeah.
Good line, by the way.
Yeah, but if that bush were there, you'd never see that ball again, would you?
No, that's it, no. Okay, better pace. Line's a little bit off with that one there, isn't it?
Yeah, just polar opposites, aren't they? I think that's the thing. Even my bad ones aren't consistent.
Yeah. I think the challenge I look at here is, say for example, you've played a really good couple of shots into the green, and you face this putt. I mean, annoyingly, that 150-yard iron shot that you've cut it really well onto the green, well, now you might end up losing a shot just on the green itself. Yeah. So sometimes you feel like you can play good golf, but if the putter's letting you down, all of a sudden the score's going to shoot up, and you actually haven't played that sort of poor golf.
Yeah, it's just one thing that's let you down.
Pretty good that.
See, on court, I'd be happy with that on course.
That's a great putt, yeah.
I'd be very happy with that.
From this sort of distance, like I said, I always think of that terminology of dustbin lid. Just guarantees that 2-putt. You can see here kind of, 2 times out of 3, you've definitely done it.
Yeah.
Well, saying there's a bit of pressure on this one, definitely 30% of the time it's there. This second one here, it's a bit hit and miss, isn't it? I mean, the good thing with that one is the pace control. And this is why I think it's important that you get a putter that you really kind of like the weight of and the feel of. Yeah. Because even if you play somewhere new and you don't quite read it right, as long as you get that distance control, you've got yourself a bit of a chance. Yeah. The first one's the problem, because that one it's just hard to recover from. Oh yeah, that's a goner, that, isn't it? That's off the green, and that's hoping your mate's answering it and dropping one out your trouser leg. That one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, what we're going to do is have a look at some of these short putts, just to see, especially with that second putt, how good we are when we get these sort of niggly ones in and around the cup. So once again, I want you to do exactly what you would normally do. Yep. We just got 3 putts here from each tee peg. These are ones I always feel can sort of make or break your round. If you can start popping these in with confidence, it can certainly bring your scores down. These are the ones you look at and think, nobody should really be missing these. That's it, yeah. But you're surprised how many do. Very much a confidence part of the game, this one. Solid, well done. I think the interesting thing with putters is, obviously from a custom fit perspective, a lot of people tend to just buy putters off the shelf and kind of have a go with them. Yeah. It can be a bit risky. Sometimes you get fortunate and you just happen to find one, but it can also be a very expensive task to actually just buy putters and actually not know how they're going to perform. Yeah. I always think at least hitting putters before you commit, whether it's obviously on TrackMan or even experience on a green itself, is really important, because it is the club you're probably going to use the most. Oh, definitely. I've had a lot of people say to me, like, you play golf, first club you think about is the driver. Exactly, yeah. You're not hitting that on every single hole. No. Whereas your putter, you're hitting it. I mean, I get my money's worth out of a putter, 3 putts, 4 putts, 5 putts. I'm getting my money's worth out of my putter. Well, the interesting thing with the driver is, like you say, everybody jumps at the driver, but equally, a poor tee shot, you can actually recover from. A poor putter's gone. Oh yeah, yeah. There's no recovering a poor putt. To be fair, this is what Chris has said to me. We're sort of starting golf backwards from the green to the tee box, because your short game's where you're going to make or break your round, essentially. Exactly that, yeah. Good putt then, by the way. Sort of just caught the edge and dropped itself in. Pretty good. It's not so bad from this distance, actually. Yeah, I'll take 3 for 3. Pretty good there, isn't it? Bit of luck with second one, but I think I'd rather be lucky than good. I think at the end of the day, the nice thing is you fit each putt with a bit of conviction. Yeah. You've not been sort of decelerating or anything as such. It's a nice pace on the ball. The second one you hit, granted, was maybe a little bit speedy, but it found its way into the cup. There was a bit of luck with that one, weren't there? On the golf course, you're kind of happy as Larry walk on to the next, don't you? I would say probably as the stroke gets longer, that's where it probably goes a little bit off piece. Yes. So obviously on that data originally, you can kind of see the club face control we lose a little bit of, and then certainly that long putt. I think the thing is, to me, you were pretty effective from these closer putts, but if your first putt's not getting near enough, what chances are you getting it in that position? Exactly. Yeah. Like you'll notice here, from this short putt, we actually held all 3. When we kind of doubled the distance down here, we actually didn't hole any.
Yeah.
So we need to get that first putt a little bit nearer.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow me back this way, Jimmy, we'll go through a few options. What I'm going to start with you originally is zero torque. So you'll see a common theme between, say, these three putters. So you'll see where the neck is here.
Yes.
You've got what we class as an S neck. So this actually sits above the centre of gravity in the club head.
Yep.
What it does, it creates the zero torque design, which actually limits how much this face is going to rotate during your stroke. So to give you an example, this is probably the easiest way to see it. When I grab a putter like the torpedo, this has got obviously a different neck that's more in the heel. See how that toe kind of hangs down? So if I was to rotate this, the toe's always wanting to hang away from us.
Yeah.
We also have this in our Fat Brandon. You'll see again with this plumber's neck, it wants to hang down also.
Yeah.
So wherever it rotates, it's just hanging at that point. So the thing is, these putters with toe hang, the face wants to rotate through the stroke. It's great. Some people definitely play the game that way, but it's something that you're going to have to time. So you're going to have to probably practice with it quite regularly to get that face in the right position. Where this differentiates is now you can see that if I do the same exercise, it just stays.
Oh, it just comes back, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's bang on square with the grip onto your target line. So it doesn't matter where this rotates, it's going to point in that same direction. So it's very different. The face is a lot more stable throughout the stroke. When you actually hit a few putts, which you'll notice straight away that the face wants to stay on the ball a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Almost feels like there's less going on there.
Does that make for more forgiving and user-friendly putter than that?
Yeah, I would say definitely for beginners actually. I think it's really handy because it's almost one less thing to worry about.
Yeah.
Because the face is going to very much stay on the arc each putt that you hit. And yeah, there's no timing issue in regards to release. So I would say, obviously you've got a few different designs, definitely hit each design because they do look and feel a little bit different. Obviously the Hellcat one here, very much the same mechanism. So again, it wants to point to target line. But equally, this is in a blade head. So it's much smaller, more compact, very much more aimed at the guy that likes the traditional putter head.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a few little options. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring us all the zero torque design.
Yep.
In which we have 3 models, and I'm actually going to bring the torpedo, so you'll see how this varies.
Yeah. If I line this up here, you're not going to try and sell it, are you?
Try not to.
Don't know. I'll put it on floor where it belongs.
Yeah. We'll start you in our new torpedo putter.
Yep.
So there's a few things that you'll see as a difference compared to what you're using. One thing that's quite a common theme is this pyramid face.
Yeah.
So the pyramid face actually matches the dimples on a golf ball. So you should see an improved roll. What we look at when we look at roll, it's basically how it works against the skid on a ball. So if a ball starts to skid, it loses control, and it's hard to control that distance with it. So you should instantly feel like this just, I suppose, rolls a bit smoother off the putter face, and you should see less of the skidding.
Yeah.
It's quite noticeable when it comes this time of the year, when you get dew on the greens and things. Sometimes you think, well, actually, that's kind of skidded along and then rolled. The quicker it rolls, the better you'll put. Second thing you'll notice as well is the feel of the putters. So we actually inject a polymer into our putter heads. That polymer improves the sound and it just makes it feel really nice and soft.
Yeah.
So again, for your touch around the green, when it's in long putts, you should feel it's quite reactive and you should be able to control distance nicely. Like anything, when you're trying something new, it will feel quite alien to begin with. So just try and hit it with an open mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry about performance too much. Just give it your best effort.
Yeah, try and get a feel for it.
Yeah, like you did before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give that for you there. We're going to do the exact same exercise as we did beforehand. Because it'll probably feel much softer.
Yeah. A weird thing is, compared to this and that, this might sound silly. You can actually feel the ball on the end of the club.
Yeah.
Whereas on that, you don't really feel anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sometimes it can feel a little bit dull, can't they?
Yeah.
While this is obviously much softer. And it's nice because you can have that acceleration through each putt.
Yeah.
Nice roll.
Oh,
There you
she's
go.
made it.
Perfect, that, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that did feel nice, to be fair. Oh,
Perfect. I mean, nice thing there, obviously, it's something quite new, quite alien. First putt, obviously, was just completely, if you know what I mean, we don't know how it was going to react.
yeah,
Second 2 putts, one's gone in, the second one's lipped out.
yeah.
So it's pretty good so far. You'll see launch direction on here, 0.5 degrees. So it's squared off quite nicely, which is, I suppose, what we're trying to do. We're going to test each model head against each other.
Yeah.
But already you can see a bit of an improvement in performance, and actually the distance control is pretty good.
I am amazed at the difference. I've used that for a while,
Yeah.
and this I've used it. I've hit 3 putts with it. First one, all right, getting to know each other a little bit, but just how different it feels compared to that one.
Yeah.
It's astonishing. The
That's
difference is ridiculous.
Well, I think the thing is for me as well is it's something I certainly pick up on, and it's predominantly from this pyramid face, which does obviously run through the majority of our putters, is that it just rolls nicely. So you don't have to do anything, it'll just keep rolling and rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
So it looks almost effortless when you make the stroke, and that's what we want it to be like, really. So I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to go into the Bat Attack Zero Torque.
Yep.
So this is the first time you're going to try something in Zero Torque. You'll notice one slight difference in the grip straight away.
I thought this was square. That were a bit more like
Yeah. 100%.
pointed, weren't it? A bit more triangle.
Yeah. So what you've got in the in this grip here, and it's same on the other two I've selected. It's a little bit offset.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you look at the S neck here, one thing you'll definitely notice is that this actually sits a little bit further back in the club head.
Yeah.
So the putters actually have a little bit more loft than what your normal putters would have. This grip here is to offset that loft, so it wants to feel like it's got a natural forward press.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So you very much want to feel like your hands are almost over the ball, and that this putter actually lines up to where the ball position or where the ball sits in relation to the face.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid.
Oh, I can see it looking down it now. Yeah.
Yeah. See how it's slightly ahead.
Yeah. It's like the grip straight down to the front of the face of the club, isn't it?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it aligns to the face and less so to the actual shaft position.
Yeah.
But I would kind of embrace where the grip kind of naturally presents you to, because obviously we want to kind of still impact that ball with a more regular loft. We don't want to hit it with the additional loft that it's got. So like I say, it's going to feel quite early and quite new, but if we do the same exercise again for us, so you want to line it up once again. Not a bad little putt. Better put straight down the line, I want it.
Not bad.
It's what we want.
Again, it's a shot that I'd take on a course.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the jaws of the cup, isn't it?
No, nowhere near enough.
Okay, very similar putts before. One thing I would say here is the last 2 putts, again, very similar to beforehand, very much on line. It's just lacking a little bit of pace.
Yes.
There is an adjustment we can make for this. Every putter, in regards to, well, the Bat Attack, the Allen and the Torpedo, it's only the Hellcat this doesn't include, but all the other putters we can actually affect weight. So if you're hitting a few putts and you're getting it bang on line, it's just lacking a little bit of distance or potentially going a little bit too far, whatever it may be, we can adjust weight to make it feel like you're getting that right length. The weights that we adjust we can do obviously in the fitting, but we can also do it down the line as well.
Yeah.
We do like weight kits where, I mean, you might find in the summer months when the greens are quicker that you might want it potentially a little bit lighter. In the winter when it slows up, you might want a bit more weight in the head just to help you get up there.
Yeah.
So we can certainly play around with the weight and really dial it into what matches your stroke and feel really.
Yeah.
What we're going to jump to here, because this might resolve the problem a little bit for you. So we've got the Allen putter in double black. This is, I think, probably one of our coolest putters that we do. So it's completely blacked out here.
It's quite mean looking without black in it. I like it.
So you've got our M16 black shaft. So you'll realise the shaft is half graphite, so it will help a little bit on feel. And it's just super cool. All the back of it's all blacked out. All the weights are blacked out. It's very sort of stealth in its look. It'll look a little bit different behind the ball. You've obviously got a bit more mass behind there.
Yeah.
Just to help with alignment. There we go, just keep doing that.
That's a very good start.
Launch direction 0.1 there. Pretty good pace.
It's probably the best one so far, isn't it?
Yeah. Launch direction 0.5.
Is that 0.5? Is that a lot?
It's barely anything.
Yeah, because to me 0.5 isn't anything, but when
It's
you're
not.
talking like this, I don't know how much that is. You know what I mean?
That's it. I mean, for me, I always think if you can, again, the lower or the closer to zero, the better. So far, this has been the putter that's got as close to zero.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been 0.1 to the right, 0.5 to the left. I think for me, it depends how. It's all about how repeatable it is.
Yes.
So I would like to see launch direction certainly under 3 degrees.
Yeah.
It depends on the ability they play. I mean, for you beginning, I would say the closer to zero, the better. You've got some guys that played for a number of years where they obviously produce the face slightly up or slightly closer, and they got used to it for so long.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
just
think
how they work.
Yeah, how can we just make that very repeatable? So it can
Yeah.
be a different question. But I think anything to zero is a phenomenon. I mean, it's pretty much dead straight, that.
Yeah.
Nice thing with this as well to comment on is the distance control has been very good.
Yeah, yeah. Until now. Commentator's curse.
There we go, look. I think your club face is in a pretty good spot once again, though.
It did feel good, this. It felt more fluid, more like just a natural pendulum, if that.
Exactly that, yeah.
Yeah, that did feel a lot more fluid, that one.
I mean, the roll you've got on there, so you can see here as well. There's one thing with the putter that has probably changed. So you can see when you started out, this is going back to your own. You had quite a lot of skid. Percentage roll was actually not too bad, but a little bit down. That last putt that we hit there, a little bit less skid. Percentage roll has gone up.
Yeah.
So like I say, the quicker you get the ball rolling, the better your control and pace is going to be.
Yeah.
So the nice thing here is you've got a double whammy really. You've got better roll on the ball, and you've actually got better control over the face. So we're not leaving it open anymore. The face is staying on the target for longer. We're going to test this putter out in a few seconds' time, obviously on the long and short putts as well. Before we do so, I just want to give you the opportunity to hit the Hellcat.
Yeah.
Because obviously this is very much traditional in its look in a blade putter head, and it certainly is a very good value for money option if someone wants to just try out zero torque.
As a Yorkshireman, I love a bit of value for money.
There we go, look, yeah. So I mentioned, really good value for money this. It does have a little bit less in regards to obviously weights. We can't manipulate the weight on this as such, but it has similar technology in the sense we've got the pyramid face for that improved roll, and it should give you a really nice soft feel once again. But yeah, if you want to give that a go for us.
Thank you very much.
Exactly the same exercise.
Yep.
Do whatever you would normally do. Not bad putt though.
I can tell it does feel a lot different to the others.
Feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Certainly, yeah. Good putt again though. Like I say, really good in regards to its start line, that one there. And those two putts actually quite similar in distance, so you can see it's just responded in a very similar fashion.
Yeah, so I think for this one I just have to have a further backswing to get a bit more on it, which is
a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Smaller head shape.
Yeah, which is obviously the difference between the blade and the
100%.
mallet.
Yeah, exactly that. But I think one thing to definitely point out with the Hellcat is you can see on that last putt there, you can still square the face off through zero torque design without having to pay the premium for the mallet.
Yeah.
We've almost got an option for everyone when it comes to zero torque.
Nearly.
Look at that. I thought you had that one as
It
well.
wins. See that wind picked up then. That's all that were.
So
Again, it does feel nice. It's just after going from that to that,
yeah,
it's just a bit lighter.
Exactly.
But I think that's something you could quickly get used to.
100%, yeah.
And it feels nice. You know, I love the name as well, Hellcat. That's a fierce name, that, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So like I say, it's a really good option in there. You can still get the benefit of zero torque. You can still, as you've done in the putts there, control the face and start it on your target line. But equally, obviously, the Allen Double Black has been the best performing putter so far.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, having that mallet head, it'll help a little bit of alignment on them shorter putts.
Yeah.
But before we get to that stage, let's hit a few of these longer putts with it and see how we get on. So same exercise as before. Like I say, it'll feel a bit different. It'll feel a little bit softer.
My first one is my warm up.
And that's it.
Oh no, I hit ground before I hit ball.
Okay, give it a little go for us. At least that one stayed under the green this time, though.
It's an improvement, we'll take that.
The other one was M62 on it.
Just about, we'll pick it up on my own.
Better roller. I think the main thing with this initially that you're going to find is obviously a very soft feel compared to what you're used to.
Yeah.
So that's something you'll certainly have to adjust to. You've got soft feel from the polymer in the head, and also that M16 shaft, it takes a little bit of vibration out of it, so again softens the feel.
Yeah.
Better putt. Go on then. Nice putt.
Better.
Perfect that one, isn't it? Pretty good. Okay, so one thing I would say there is, I mean, them last two putts, you'll actually see from behind, they're on a very similar line, which is quite important, because like I say, you've got this zero torque, so you should be able to stabilise that face quite nicely. I mean, out of the three putts, again, you've got a couple that you should be able to hurl out from. I think it's always difficult with a new putter because, I mean, you've literally hit this putter 3 times before them, so you haven't really had much time to adjust that softer feel. It's why a couple of them have come a little bit shy. What I want to do, I want to do the exercise once more, see if we kind of still come short once we make a bit of adaptation to it, or if we start going longer, because obviously I can change the weight in this head to really kind of dial it in a little bit better for us. It's the same thing, like I say, just feel it off the face, it's just giving you a chance to adjust.
Have legs, go on.
Oh, great. I mean, that is perfect. Just do that every time.
Innit? Go home, that's it. Done. Just keep showing that one on repeat.
That never left the centre of the cup, that did it? All the way
It
down.
just looked dialed in from the start. I just was worried it didn't have legs at first. And then he does that.
That's it. Just into that feel, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing how different it feels to the one that I'm used to. But then again, the one that I'm used to, I'd imagine, has no technology in it whatsoever.
Pretty good pace there. But
Pace for there, weren't it?
I mean, this is what, 8th, 9th putts, well, 7, 8 and 9 putts that you've hit. One's gone in, and then one's a tap in, and there's one that's maybe under a little bit of pressure. But equally, when was the last time you felt you held a putt that far?
Yeah,
away?
I don't think any of them have been awful.
No, exactly, yeah.
I mean, when we started, like I said, first one nearly ended up on 3rd tee box.
That's it, yeah. What I'm going to do, if you just pass it here, I'm just going to adjust a little bit on the weight of it. So you can see it's quite a simple little task for us to do this. Yeah. We can just remove the weights, we can do this at any point. What I'm going to do, just because you've had a couple that are shy there, I'm just going to increase a little bit of weight for us. So
would that be the same swing, but the weight will help it on a bit?
Just give it a bit more momentum.
Yeah.
And it will also help stabilise it as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at them putts that we've hit there. Initially, the line's been pretty good, like we clearly have control over that face. We just need a little bit of help and a bit more momentum
to
get
in there.
up to the hole, yeah. So them last 3 putts, I mean, obviously one went in, which is like marvellous, but the other 2 were just a little bit shy. Yeah. So I'm thinking if we can increase the head weight here, so what I'm popping in is 20 gram on each side. So this is the max amount of weight we can put into this head. So it's the max amount of stability, and like I say, it's just going to help a little bit of momentum swing with it. So if we go through the same exercise, this should feel a little bit different now with that additional weight.
Yeah, you can feel it straight away ever so. It's quite subtle.
Yeah, just got a little bit more to hit it with.
Oh yeah, you feel it in swing. That's completely my fault, that. Because I tell you what I did, I got in my own head, and with the extra weight, I thought I'll have to dial it back a bit.
Exactly that.
But
it will take time to adjust.
Complete opposite reason of why you've added the weight.
Yeah. But like anything into it, I mean, it's important with the putter, it's just building trust with it. Like I say, we've only hit about 10 putts so far, so it's about letting that momentum go. Better. Nice thing to see here as well is a little bit of control to it. So you knew the first putt wasn't your best, but actually that second putt you thought, oh, I needed to give it a little bit more, and it has gone a little bit more. So you see how the feel, you can really adjust that length.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So again, what I really like about those 3 putts, that first one a little bit shy, you know it need a little bit more, you give it a little bit more, you know it need a little bit more again, and actually the feeling that putt has allowed you to control that distance really well.
Yeah, a lot more than normal.
So that's it. So you can actually see, even without loads of practice so far, that improved feel and improved roll, you can actually judge distance a lot better.
Yeah.
What I want to do, I want to stay with that as in the way as it is, and I want to hit a few of these shorter putts with it.
Yes.
Just see how we get on for these close ones. So again, same exercise here.
Yep.
Just some nice little short putts. Again, this will take you a little bit of time getting used to it. You've gone obviously into a larger head profile, into a mallet head. You've got the zero torque, which does take a little bit of adjustment. What we're looking to do on these short putts is very much calibrate the face. So get used to how it, if you know what I mean, squares up to the target line. Get used to the feel once again.
Yeah.
And that first putt there was perfect, wasn't it?
Oh, and it went in old, didn't it? I'll take that any day
There
of the
we
week.
go. Knock them in for your 4-net too. One just slipped by there, didn't it? But
As Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
it is golf after all, though. Perfect, that is.
Nah, straight
Perfect.
as a dart.
Easy
that one.
peasy, isn't it? Just try and hit this one again for us. Pretty good. Okay. So we're kind of keeping quite. I mean, you weren't too bad from this distance beforehand. So it's nice to kind of maintain that solidness, them shorter
Yeah.
putts. I think the key thing for me is obviously improving that distance control and getting you within this area more often.
Yeah.
That's what's going to really make a big difference, because you are pretty solid from here. What I want to do, just to finish off with, I just want to hit a few little random putts.
Yeah.
Just because on the golf course you kind of don't get obviously the same putt twice. So I'm just going to give you a few little options. So we're going to go from this tee just to this hole here. And again, I want you to play with this as you would normally would do.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go from that tee there, we'll go that tee there as well. Just create a bit of randomised. And the thing is for me here, I'm not too bothered about obviously the read, like obviously give it your best shot. I'm just wanting to see a good quality putt.
Yeah.
And just see how you adjust different putts on the green really. Great putt. Okay, see him tap that one in. See him tap one in for us. And this is very much an exercise I would get used to doing. It's just like you say, with any new putter and any new equipment in the bag, you just need to go out there and use it. Get used to the feel, get used to the look of it, and try and randomise the practice a little bit. Perfect. Okay, and we'll move to this one here. So we're going to go from just this one here, just the one down in front of the trap man. Same thing for us. Pretty good though. Tap that one in for us. Solid. And then we'll do this one here. So this is obviously a little bit longer.
Yep.
Back to that one into the corner. Here we go. So let's see them. Okay. Obviously on a putt like that there, if you have some nice friends with you, one thing this can do, it's quite easy for your gimmies. Got a little pickup pocket.
Oh, I like that.
So that saves you a little bit of effort.
Well, yeah.
Saves the old back, doesn't it?
My nickname is Gimme Jimmy.
Yeah, there you go, look. So like I say, really good exercise on the green. Obviously we've actually seen the performance on the TrackMan. Equally, we've tried a multitude of different putts and things. You got to remember, we've held some really good putts. You're still just starting the game here. So to have that, that much control over the face, to still get, all the putts within holeable distance. Obviously you had some really nice little 2 putts to finish off as well. I think it's one of those that putting is a hard thing.
Yeah.
It's a hard part of the game.
I underestimated it massively when I started because I thought, I'm alright at crazy golf. I won a free round at Skegness a couple of times.
yeah.
Like, it's not that bad, but
Exactly.
it is.
But it's a tricky part of the game, and I think, you use your putter pretty much the most in your setup out of any club that you have. You're going to have different greens, different paces, different lines, different reads. One thing that having the right putter bag does, it can make your bad putt not as bad and get your hole in a few more at the same time. So it's a really important thing that you try some putters out and just get a bit of data and a bit of performance before you commit and do it.
Yeah. No, I think what we've done today is massive because I'm the kind of guy, I'll convince my wife I need a new putter. I'll be like, I know I'm going to be better with a new putter. and then I'm going to buy the one that looks the nicest.
Exactly.
We aren't caring about performance, so doing something like this, I would strongly recommend to anyone if you're just starting, if you've been playing for years, because you get that feedback which
100%.
you won't get by just going into the shop and buying one off its shelf.
So guys, a fantastic fitting there with Kobe, and one thing to mention, he is based here at Normanton but also does fittings up and down the country, so he is up in the northeast, so around the Newcastle area, nearly every other week. So if you're looking for fittings, go to the PHG website. They are free fittings, as Kobe has just told me, so there's no obligation to buy, but you can come down, get fitted for anything, everything, mini drivers, irons, wedges and putters, as you've just seen. But guys, if you're enjoying the content, smash that subscribe button, and hopefully this is the start of Jimmy getting towards that handicap.